Welcome to another video by SERUpractice.com. Today we are going to take a look at a very interesting topographical route. Although this route appears to be very short, but it has a lot of tricks up in its sleeves. And we need to learn all those tricks one by one. Because it is very important to understand the topographical route rules in order to draw a perfect and most direct possible route. So as always, let's begin with reading the instructions. Plot a direct route from Knox Street, which is our green marker right here, to Rowington Close, which is our red mark. As always, begin by drawing a straight line from your green marker to red marker. This line helps us to plan our route. And the better the planning is, the easier it becomes to draw the route. Because in topographical route planning assessment, you have a very limited time to solve 4 topographical route planning questions. So ideally, you should not be spending more than 15 minutes on each question. And how we can make sure that our question is accurate is by planning it in a very concise and precise manner. So as you can see that in this topographical route, we are starting from this neighborhood on Knox Street. It is a one-way street, which gives us the ability to directly jump onto this expressway because it is connected. And then we can see that we have to land on the right-hand side of the Melbourne flyover. So from this neighborhood, we are actually going to that one. Here we can see Melbourne flyover as well. And this area might seem a little bit tricky because there are a lot of different things happening in this area. What we need to make sure is to develop an understanding about this complete Melbourne flyover. Because once we are on the expressway, we have the liberty to choose whichever the way we want to go. So for example, we are not interested in going on A5 or any of these expressways. Same as that, we are also not interested in joining any of these expressways because we want to go towards north, upward. So here, the important thing is that if we take this flyover, Melbourne flyover, and jump across it and continue on A40, then there is no way that we can easily connect to red marker and we will keep going further far away. So we should disregard this possibility as well. The interesting thing here is that you can see this area. Melbourne flyover has 2 roundabouts below it. This can be treated as the first one, and this more obvious one is the second one. So what we are going to do is that after getting onto this expressway, we can take this slip road, which takes us directly to the first roundabout and then the second roundabout. Subsequently, we can take these streets and directly arrive at our destination. This planning makes us able to draw the route without a worry of breaking any rules or making any mistakes. But how and why it was very easy for me to plan this route. Let's take a look on that. Here we have our topographical route rules. Anyone who is preparing to get a PCO or a PHV driver's license need to have a clear concept and grip on these topographical route rules. Not only that they emphasize the importance understanding of the symbol itself, but also the meaning of what it means being on the map. So for example, in this case, we can see that flyover roundabout or developing an understanding about flyover roundabout is very important in the route which are currently solving. Similarly, dead ends or other things like roads on top, central reservation, sometimes unmarked one-ways, all of these things play a very important role in deciding if your topographical route is going to be sufficed, if it is going to be correct, or it has any mistakes. So in one-on-one classes delivered by SERUpractice.com, we train our students to be able to understand and iterate meaning out of these topographical route rules. Some of them are easy, like basics, two-way roads, one-way roads, roundabouts, pass-through as well, but some of them can be a little bit more tricky. For example, dead ends, how to identify and separate them from railway lines, how to identify pedestrian cross and not to confuse it with a congestion zone, and advanced rules, most importantly, like the concept of central reservation. When does it start? When does it stop? How you can navigate through and from central reservation, how to recognize which level of the road you are on. Sometimes it can be a roundabout on the bottom, then there can be a flyover, and then there can be another flyover on top of that. And most importantly, unmarked one ways, how you are going to enter a one way which does not have a red colored arrow like one way roads. So there is a method towards these topographical route rules. And if you understand these topographical route rules, then you do not need to cram the routes. Then you can draw your route from anywhere on a green marker towards anywhere towards a red marker. Most importantly, we also teach our students how to navigate through tunnels, how to find alternative routes which are still productive and most efficient in case of a closed road. And on serupractice.com, we have plenty of routes to practice from as well. Now let's begin solving our today's route. So now let's start drawing the route which we have just planned. So the first thing to do is to remove the last drawn straight line, click draw button. Always zoom in maximum so that you can see the street, road or expressway you are on clearly, because it is important to draw the lines very precisely. So as always, I tell my students that if it is a one-way road, you can draw the line in the middle. We will start from the tip of our green marker, draw the line in the middle of the Knox Street, and now we are on this expressway. You can see that in this expressway we have central reservation. The important thing is to recognize how the central reservation works. So for example, just a tip that if in case you want to go to this side, you cannot do that because the central reservation is in effect. Here the H indicates a hospital. It has nothing to do with us. It is just a signboard. We can continue traveling on this expressway. Now, as we had decided that entering this area on Melbourne flyover, we will not take the flyover itself. We will stay underneath the flyover. So instead, we will cross this slip road, come beneath the flyover, continue our journey, and arrive at this roundabout. So how do you know if it is a roundabout? You can see that one arrow is going in the direction of the road. Then there is another arrow which is bent, indicating half circle, and you can also see this small triangle which indicates that this area is white in color. That means it is a roundabout. Here it is more obvious that this whole area is also a roundabout, but here it is a little bit less obvious. So it is important to know such kind of hotspots, such kind of places. If you have been driving in London city for too long, maybe you are already familiar with it, but it is equally important to recognize these places on the map as well, because this map is 2D, so many times or sometimes the details are not very clear. So from here, it is a very straightforward route. We just need to arrive at our red marker. So we will take this one-way street on Warwick CR. Cross the road, go straight, and since this is a dead end, we want to go here. This is not directly connected. How do we know that? So I tell my students that white colored are streets, these yellow colored are roads, and these orange colored are expressways. Similarly, the blue color indicates water, and this color indicates soil or ground. Similarly, this color indicates buildings. So from the colors of different things on the map, you can develop an understanding. Now you can see that the one way has ended. Let me show it to you again. So the tip of the arrow indicates that one way has ended. Sometimes it will not make a difference, but it is a very good thing to adopt a habit to take left every time when you are on a two-way road. And now we can easily connect our red marker with our line. Make sure you review your route, make sure you have not made any mistake, not entered a dead end by mistake, not driven on the right hand side of the road. So all of these things can make you lose marks, which we do not want. Once you are happy with your route, press the stop triangle.
Thank you for watching. We regularly share videos to help you prepare for your PHV driver's license and TfL assessments, including SERU, speaking and listening, and topographical route planning. If you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit bell icon so you don't miss any future updates. To learn more, visit our website serupractice.com, where you will find everything you need to prepare with confidence. We have helped thousands of students to get their PHV driver's license by providing them assistance in topographical route planning assessment, TfL SERU assessment, and listening and speaking. You can see some of their certificates on our website where students have achieved 100% marks and also above 90%, which is a very good percentage. So we provide one-on-one training lessons for TfL topographical assessment, SERU assessment, and listening and speaking. These one-on-one training lessons are specifically tailored, custom tailored for the students and their needs. Don't just take our word for it. We have over 50 genuine Facebook reviews with a 100% positive feedback rate from real students. Also, while on the go, don't forget to follow TFL Tests on Facebook. If you have any questions, message us on WhatsApp using the number on your screen, or you can call us directly at 020-3965-7202 or visit our website www.serupractice.com. We are here to help. Thanks again for watching, and we will see you in the next video.